Hello everyone, welcome to Lukman IS. Today we are going to have the Hindu analysis of 13th May 2021. So let us see which are the important articles in today's The Hindu newspaper. Yes, these are the important articles. Let us take overview of all these articles first. Yes, the science, teaching and rationality India needs. So the article on page number 6, editorial page, very good article written by Krishna Kumar, former director of NCRT. He writes these articles in a philosophical manner. At the same time, these articles should be must to be read because this gives idea about how to write essay also. Okay, so writing style is very good, the examples and the elaborations, the real life examples. So you can understand the writing style here also. So from that aspect, along with that the context of this article, it is talking about need of public systems to be present in the social sector, that is education and health sector. So how it is important to deal with the pandemic situation like the present COVID-19 pandemic. Yes. Next, protecting prisoners. So from governance perspective, prison reforms, the context here is recent Supreme Court order for the central and state government regarding release of some prisoners on the interim basis. Interim bail can be given to them and decongestion of these prisoners can be done and right to life of these prisoners can be also protected. So on page number 6, the editorial is talking about this. A bullet train to hunger on op-ed page. This article is talking about the social justice and society, GS1 paper and GS2. It is talking about the need of expanding social safety nets in both urban and rural areas. So article is discussing very important good facts. Along with that, it is providing the present legal mechanism that we have regarding social safety, and way forward is provided here in expansion of such social safety net during pandemic times. Now, specifically prelims related articles, 2 Bengal BJP MPs resign as MLAs. So, recently Bengal assembly election results were declared and 2 MLAs, 2 MPs from Bengal who also fought the seat for MLAs, they also won those seats, and now there are some legal provisions regarding double membership of when the member is already the member of parliament and being elected as a member of state legislature, then what are these provisions? This is important for our polity part for prelims examination. We will look into all these provisions here. And lastly, some COVID-19 related developments and important captions and quotations from today's articles. Yes, let us go into details. First, the science, teaching and rationality India needs. Now, the writer Krishna Kumar generally talks about the education reforms. Let me give the context also. Educational reforms, rational thinking, scientific temper, always he writes on these subjects. We know that this is important for ethics paper also. That's why I want you to read this article completely from the Hindu newspaper. Yes, we will discuss the crux essence of this article. The article is talking about the science, teaching and rationality India needs. Okay, so science teaching, what is the problem at present in India in schooling education? We can say that yes, though we introduce science as the important subject in the elementary education itself, however, the nature of teaching science is very much bookish, or it is not talking about the practical knowledge that children should get about the science. The writer is giving very good examples. Yes, we know that the diarrhea or jaundice, all these diseases are happening because of contaminated water, drinking water. However, even though we know that only after, let's say, getting contracted by these diseases, we boil the water and then drink that. However, the essence of boiling water is not communicated to the children in the schools, or even we can say by the teachers. Yes, they could have told the children that boiling the water kills these germs, these bacteria, right? So, these microbes. Or at the same time, when the schools are having appropriate laboratories and microscopes, the teachers should have explained or shown these microbes under those microscopes. Okay, this way the children get to know what they are dealing with, or we can say that they will understand the health emergencies, these diseases, the nitty-gritties and the basic science involved here, right? And in future, after becoming adult, they will apply this knowledge in their day-to-day life, right? This is what we are lacking at present in dealing with this pandemic. The writer is giving very good example and relating it to the universal masking phenomenon. Why people are not wearing masks? Why people are not taking pandemic seriously? The writer is also talking about requirement of social environment, appropriate social rational environment. Okay, so what is this rational social environment? Yes, the people are more focused on, let's say, irrational things. For example, the weddings in the rural areas or wedding of the relative is more important than getting contracted by this pandemic. Okay, at the same time, the people are thinking that wearing mask, if wearing mask is going to, let's say, prevent that microbe, then ultimately we are going to get contracted. Okay, so at how much time we are going to wear that mask? Ultimately we are going to get contracted. This is the view of many people, and yes, to some extent the government has also failed to ensure such COVID-19 appropriate behavior among the people, right? So this is the failure on both behalf of the government as well as behalf of the society people here, right? So the writer is of the view that it is failure of our educational system. So the science in the school level, at the school level, should be taught in a such a way that after explaining the theoretical part, the practical explanation relating that theoretical part with the day-to-day life at the school level itself, at the child, let's say the curiosity of the child should be increased to know about all these scientific phenomenons. So this is how the writer is talking, that for science to mean anything, rational social environment is needed. Moreover, for science to acquire meaning during school life, it is important that children grow up in the ethos where dissent and debate are encouraged. Dissent and debate are encouraged. We can see in present day, let's say, society, the dissent and debate is not at all encouraged, be it on behalf of the administration or the government, or we can say that at the school level also. The rote learning phenomenon, and the people, or let's say students, are learning all these things just to write in the examination and get good marks. After that, everything is forgotten. Okay, this is the situation, and this is very harmful, as we are not actually, let's say, creating the responsible citizens, rather we are creating only mechanical citizens through this. Okay, so that's why we have to understand the importance of public systems in health and education. At present, more and more private sector participation in these important social sectors of health and education is seen, and that's why the new norms of public financing, especially adopted after LPG reforms in 1991, have undermined science teaching, robbing ordinary citizens of intellectual resources they might have acquired during childhood. This is what the writer is talking, and that's why what we need to have at present is increased public spending in the health at least up to 4% of GDP, and in education at least up to 6% of GDP. So yes, many such recommendations like Subramaniam Committee on Education 6%, National Health Policy NHP, we have, it also talks about, yes, 3 to 4% of GDP expenditure should be increased. Okay, so yes, 3% of GDP should be the public health expenditure in the health sector. This is how we can deal with, yes, essay topic can be there, public systems in health and education is need of the hour. So yes, pandemic related paper essay topic is expected for this year mains examination. At the same time, you have to understand that pandemic is not only limited to health sector. So education, this, after reading this article you will understand that how education, especially the children's appropriate children's education at elementary level is going to be helpful in dealing with such pandemics in future. Fine? Okay. So yes, GS2 paper governance and essay mains examination. Next, protecting prisoners. Now this article is having the context of recent Supreme Court directives to the central and state governments regarding decongestion of the prisons, these jails which are overcrowded and they pose very much threat during this second wave of pandemic regarding getting infected, these prisoners getting more and more infected. We have seen many such cases of the prisoners, especially in Delhi. These jails are overcrowded and their people are getting infected here. So that's why such directives regarding decrowding and some interim release of eligible prisoners can be given. This is how Supreme Court has initiated these steps. Other steps already taken by the government, like stopping the practice of transporting remand prisoners to court for periodical extension of custody. Then authorities have been asked to prepare readiness and response plans in case of such infections are happening in the jails. So yes, these are the initiatives on behalf of the administration. Now this court's order is welcome, both a move to decongest jail and a measure that protects the right to life and health of the prisoners. So this is fundamental right under Article 21, right to life and personal liberty in our constitution. Okay, so yes, this is good initiative. Along with that, the overall prison reforms are to be undertaken. This is also important part of governance, polity and governance we can say. Yes, lack of regular testing for COVID-19 and medical treatment available to the inmates at jail across the country. This is the present concern here. Along with that, the courts must take into account the vulnerability of political prisoners to infection and consider giving them bail. Especially the writer is talking about those jailed in case of Bhima Koregaon case, Bhima Koregaon violence case. Many people, these are political activists and they are being arrested, they have been denied bail, but they are above 60-70 years of age, they are very much vulnerable for infection. So the court should consider giving them bail. At the same time, many people, especially related to those involved in the Delhi riots in 2020, so they have been also arrested, but they have not been given bail in these cases. So they can, the court can consider giving them bail. At the same time, Supreme Court in Arnesh Kumar versus State of Bihar 2014, this case, the police were asked not to effect unnecessary arrest, especially in cases that involve jail terms less than 7 years. So you can give reference to this particular case and the judgment. Along with that, in the past, the Supreme Court has asked authorities in all districts in the country to give effect to Section 436A of CRPC, under which under trials who have been completed half of the maximum prison term prescribed for offence may be released on personal bail. Okay, so yes, under trials we know that our jails are overcrowded largely because of these jails are let us say filled with under trials, and that is why these under trials, especially those who have been in jail for more than half the term wherein that offence is talking about or prescribed for, so they can be released on personal bail. So this is how the Supreme Court in these two instances have talked about the prison reforms, especially related to decongestion of these jails. Okay, yes. So in GS2 paper, polity and governance part, prison reforms, we can expect such question. Yes, a bullet train to hunger. The context of the article is, it is talking about the problems faced by the poor people, both urban and poor people, especially during this pandemic time, is kind of syndemic. Now this term is very unique. A syndemic is kind of, let's say, double pandemic. Double pandemic wherein let's say the healthcare crisis due to pandemic is first thing, and the second, daily precarity of having to deal with hunger and uncertainty about livelihood. This is second. This is called as syndemic. You can use this word in essay paper, a very effective term regarding, let's say, social justice in GS2 paper, GS1 paper society, and even in essay paper this term can be used. Now some data facts regarding this situation. As per State of Working India Report 2021, Azim Premji University, nearly half of the formal salaried workers move into informal work between late 2019 and late 2020, and the poorest 20% of the household lost their entire incomes in April and May 2020. Considering the modest national minimum wage threshold of rupees 375 per day, Anup Satpathy Committee, 23 crore individuals have gone below these minimal earnings. Then the conditions are worse when data are sliced by caste, religion and other spatial forms of vulnerability. For instance, 60% of Muslims, 51% of Dalits, 58% of older persons without caregivers and 56% of single women headed households went to bed without meal at least once in last 1 year. This is the situation that we are facing, especially the poor people both in rural and urban areas. Try to give these facts and data in support of your arguments. Now we have two important social security laws in the country dealing with the livelihood and food security. Dealing with livelihood security and food security. National Food Security Act 2013, which talks about 5 kg food grains at subsidized rate to the household. It covers almost 50% of urban population and 75% of rural population. Okay. This is how this is the in 2013 this National Food Security Act, under which the public distribution system that we have already in place, PDS system, through this PDS system and the fair ration shops that we have, at that shop, yes, 5 kg of subsidized food grains are given to the households, and this much amount of population is covered here. This is for ensuring food security. In addition to this, at state level, different states have different schemes regarding, in addition to this NFSA allocation, state governments have also other such schemes regarding ensuring food security. Then Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme 2006, it talks about guaranteed 100 days work to the eligible person in a household. So this is regarding the livelihood security, at the same time income security. Basically these are the poverty elevation schemes in rural areas, we can say. So yes, this 100 days we have seen in last 1 year, especially during lockdown, during first wave last year of this pandemic, how this MG Narega enrollment increase and had spiked during that time, and we have seen because of rural, or we can say reverse migration, many people who worked in the urban areas, they enrolled to this MG Narega after going back in the villages, right. So this particular 100 days limitation is not acting as a buffer, or we can say that the social safety net for these people. So as a way forward, the central government must immediately expand the coverage and quantity under NFSA for at least 1 year. Basically here we can understand there are many exclusion inclusion errors, and that's why writer is talking about more and more expansion of this scheme And then the quantity also, 5 kg food grains is not sufficient, so quantity should be also increased at least for 1 year to ensure food security. Increase MJ-NREGA entitlements to 200 days per household. At present it is 100 days, that should be increased to 200 days. This will act as a relief especially to the rural households. Initiate consultation for an urban employment program on line of this MG-NREGA. MG-NREGA is specially related to rural unemployment. So, such kind of similar urban unemployment scheme or employment program can be initiated here, and this has been a long overdue let us say program. However, the government is not up till now taken any kind of initiative. We need such kind of social safety net for urban poor. Offer wage compensation of rupees 7,000 per poor household for the next few months. Yes, to some extent it can be agreed. Some states like Delhi government recently, for those auto rickshaw drivers, 5,000 rupees have been transferred to their account. So, such kind of actually for poor households, central government can also initiate scheme for, especially when there is lockdown in the states during these waves of pandemic. At least such cash transfer will act as a relief to these households as for availing the health facilities, or we can say securing the food also. Yes, what kind of question we can expect? The poor people in India are facing syndemic. Just now we talked about this statement. So, there can be like analyze the statement, command of the question. Right, so whatever the analysis that we have done, and you can also provide this way forward here. Provide some facts and data when we are analyzing this argument here. Okay? Yes. Now, moving on. 2 Bengal BJP MPs resign as MLAs. So, yes, that's why it was in news. So, we have to understand some important legal provisions regarding double membership of different houses, be it both houses of the parliament or one house of the parliament, one house of the state legislature. What are these provisions? Let us try to understand them. Yes, according to Prohibition of Simultaneous Membership Rules 1950 that were notified by the President, a person cannot be a member of both parliament and the state legislature at the same time. If person is so elected, his seat in the parliament becomes vacant if he or she does not resign his seat in the state legislature within 14 days. And that's why within 14 days now, these 2 MPs who have been also elected as MLAs now resigned from the seat in the state legislature within 14 days. And that's why their seat in the parliament is now protected. These are the provisions under these rules. Then also Representation of People's Act 1951 provides for these 3 provisions. If a person is elected to both houses of the parliament, he must intimate within 10 days in which house he desires to serve. In default of such intimation, his seat in Rajya Sabha becomes vacant. That means he remained to be a member of Lok Sabha. Then, if sitting member of one house is also elected to the other house, his seat in the first house becomes vacant and he remains to serve for the second house now. Then, if person is elected for 2 seats in the house, yes, it can happen, a person can fight the elections for the Lok Sabha from the 2 constituencies, and suppose he is elected from both constituencies, then he should exercise his option for one, otherwise both seats become vacant. Okay. And lastly, in case of state legislature, if person cannot be a member of both, houses of state legislature at the same time. If person is so elected to both houses, his seat in one of the house falls vacant as per provisions of law made by state legislature. As per law made by state legislature. Okay, not as per the rules, these rules. This is for parliament. This is for state legislature. Fine? Okay, so what kind of question we can expect here? Yes, such kind of tricky question, some factual changes can be made here to these conditions. So yes, which of the following statement is incorrect? So we have to find the incorrect statement here. If person is elected to both houses of the parliament, he must intimate within 10 days in which the person, in which house he desires to serve. In default of such intimation, his seat in Lok Sabha becomes vacant. Though this is Rajya Sabha. His seat in Rajya Sabha becomes vacant here. Fine. So this provision is important. Yes, other statements are correct statement. Once we get the incorrect statement, there is nothing to worry about the other statements. You can just go through other statements and verify that whether they are correct or not. Fine. So answer should be A here. Next, COVID-19 related developments. Yes, through PM CARES Fund, the procurement of 1.5 lakh units of OxyCare system developed by DRDO is to be done here. OxyCare system is developed by Defense Bioengineering and Electro-Medical Laboratory of DRDO at Bangalore for soldiers posted at extreme high altitude areas. Okay, so high altitude areas have low oxygen concentration. For them, such kind of OxyCare system has been developed here to supply the appropriate amount of oxygen to our soldiers. So such kind of system is being procured under PM's CARES Fund by the central government from the DRDO. Next, ICMR head said that district reporting high number of infections should remain locked down for another 6 to 8 weeks to control spread of rampaging disease. Along with that, COVID-19 make it the last pandemic report by independent panel for pandemic preparedness and response. This particular agency institute has released this much awaited report, COVID-19 make it last pandemic. Okay, in this pandemic it has criticized the response of the different governments. So of the countries, it said that institutions failed to protect people and science denying leaders eroded public trust in the health interventions. It argued that global alarm system needed overhauling to prevent similar catastrophes in future. Some suggestions have been made here by the report. To tackle the pandemic, the panel called for richest countries to donate billion vaccines doses to the poorest. At the same time, WHO and World Trade Organization should also get major vaccine producing countries and manufacturers to agree to voluntary licensing and technology transfers for vaccines. This is the recommendation made by this report here. Fine? Yes. Lastly, some important captions and quotations. Yes, in that first article, the writer is talking about teaching science alone cannot create miracles. For science to mean anything, a rational social environment is needed. Moreover, for science to acquire meaning during school life, it is important that children grow up in the ethos where dissent and debate are encouraged. Okay, so this can be written in essay paper, in GS1 paper as well as GS2 paper. Okay, also in ethics paper also. Yes, so these were important articles from today's The Hindu newspaper. For further information on editorial discussion classes or ED classes, wherein in-depth analysis of mains related issues and articles is done by Ansari sir and team, you can contact Lukman IAS. Thank you.